You sat down to work at 9 a.m. It is now 9:47 a.m. You haven't written a single word, but you have checked your email 3 times, doom-scrolled Twitter, and watched a guy build a swimming pool in the middle of the jungle using only a stick. You aren't lazy. You aren't broken. You just have a drunk pilot in the cockpit. This is the monkey brain, your limbic system. It's millions of years old, and its only job is to keep you safe, comfortable, and conserving calories. To the monkey, doing hard work, deep, focused, painful work looks exactly like starving to death. So, it hijacks the controls. It screams for dopamine. It forces you to pick up the phone. Most productivity gurus tell you to just push through. That's like telling a drowning man to just drink the water. Today, I'm not giving you a pep talk. I'm handing you a neuro-biological override switch. We're going to use a forgotten Japanese concept and a specific atrophied muscle in your brain to trick that monkey pilot into craving the friction. Let's fix your brain. Here's the raw truth that hurts. Modern life is rotting your hardware. We live in the era of comfort rot. You have Uber Eats, climate-controlled rooms, and infinite entertainment in your pocket. You barely have to move your physical body to survive. Because of this, a tiny structure in your brain has shriveled up like a raisin. This is the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, the AMCC. For years, neuroscience thought this was just for error processing. But recent research shows this is actually your willpower muscle. Here is the science, simple as I can make it. The AMCC only grows when you do things you do not want to do. If you love the gym and you go to the gym, the AMCC stays flat. If you hate the gym, it's raining, you're tired, and you go anyway, boom, the AMCC gets bigger. The average person, the NPC, has a weak AMCC. When they feel friction, their brain interprets it as a threat. They retreat, they scroll, they lose agency. The predator hunts friction. They know that the resistance they feel isn't a stop sign. It's the gym equipment for their brain. But here is the problem. You can't just decide to be a predator when your brain is wired for comfort. You need a mechanism to switch states. You need a gate. In Shinto tradition, these red arches are called torii gates. They aren't just decoration, they mark the boundary between the profane and the sacred. When you walk through a torii, you are leaving your old self behind. You are entering a higher state of existence. Here's why you fail. You are trying to jump straight from TikTok couch mode into deep work mode with zero transition. That causes neurofriction. The sudden change in pressure gives your brain the bends. The monkey freaks out because it wasn't warned. You need a liminal space, a loading screen for your mind. I call this the Torii protocol. It's a 3-step system to visually and physically signal to your monkey brain. Playtime is over. We are entering the arena. Step 1 is the physiology shock. You cannot think your way out of a dopamine loop. You have to move your way out. The moment you feel the procrastination creeping in, that heavy feeling in your chest, you engage the shock. Splash freezing cold water on your face, or do a 60-second cold shower, or drop and do 20 burpees until you can't breathe. Why? This spikes noradrenaline. It acts as a chemical hard reset for your neurotransmitters. It shuts the monkey up instantly because the body goes into survival alert. This is your login sequence. You are physically stepping through the gate. Step 2 is the friction ramp. Now that you're awake, don't stare at the blank page of your 50-page thesis. That's too big. The monkey will get scared again. You need to hack the Zeigarnik effect. The brain has a compulsive need to finish tasks that it has already started. So we use a trash task. Commit to doing something incredibly low stakes for just 5 minutes. I will write 1 terrible sentence. I will just open the file and name it. I will clean 3 things off my desk. You are tricking the AMCC. You are engaging the gear just enough to get traction, but not enough to trigger the flight response. Once the wheel starts turning, momentum takes over. Step 3 is dopamine inversion. This is the boss level. We live in a world of front-loaded dopamine. You get the reward before you do the work. This is backwards. It kills your drive. Why would the monkey hunt for food if you just fed it candy? You must invert the loop. Rule: no cheap dopamine until the mission is clear. Phone goes in another room. Visual timer set to 45 minutes. Reward comes after. You have to teach your brain that the only path to the dopamine is through the friction. Look, I can give you the tactics. I can tell you about the cold water and the timers. But none of it matters if you don't change the way you view the pain. When you sit down to work and you feel that agitation, that urge to check your phone, that physical discomfort in your chest, you need to stop interpreting that as something is wrong. You need to reframe that feeling. That feeling is your AMCC growing. That agitation is weakness leaving the body. You are not doing the work just to finish the project. You are doing the work to kill the monkey. Every time you resist the urge to quit, you are casting a vote for the person you are becoming. You are shifting from the NPC who seeks comfort to the operator who seeks growth. Life is going to be hard regardless. You can choose the hard of discipline or the hard of regret. The monkey chooses regret because it's easy right now. But you're smarter than the monkey. Here is your mission. For the next 24 hours, I want you to use the Torii protocol. Shock the system, ramp the friction, invert the dopamine. Don't try to be perfect. Just enter the gate. If you are ready to stop being a passenger in your own life, if you are ready to take back the cockpit, I want you to go down to the comments right now. Drop the Torii gate emoji and write the words Predator mode. I'm going to be in the comments for the first hour, seeing who is actually locking in and who is just talking. Do the hard thing. I'll see you on the other side.